Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Give thanks, honors, respect to the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, and of course, peace and salutations to the Akim out there pushing this truth, wisdom, and knowledge with sincerity. Alright, and I was just kind of contemplating how, basically, how all these heathenistic nations are naturally supposed to be under us, and the only reason they're oppressing us is because we didn't want to follow the laws and statutes of the Most High. And once the kingdom is established, once all these prophecies come to pass, and the kingdom is officially established, basically these heathenistic nations are going right back in their place, especially Edom in itself. All right, and I was just contemplating that, and once the kingdom is established, we're gonna finally have that peace we've been looking for. We're not gonna be oppressed. We're not gonna be oppressed anymore. We're gonna be at peace. We're gonna be at ease. We're gonna be able to actually walk outside and breathe fresh air. We're not gonna be looked down upon anymore. Because right now we're under this state of oppression, man. Right now we're basically looked down upon as a nation, when really we're supposed to be the most righteous nation, man. Alright, but this is Isaiah 60:18. Violence shall no more be heard in the land, wasting nor destruction within the borders, man. Yeah, because there's not going to be war anymore. There's going to be law. There's going to be order upon the planet once the kingdom of heaven is established, man. It says, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation and thy gates praise. Yeah, because we're going to be praising upon the fact that we have salvation, man. And all these other nations are going to want to come to us to learn, the laws and statutes. They're going to want to come to us to basically understand what wisdom and knowledge, because we get our power from who? The Most High in itself. We get our power and our wisdom and knowledge through the Most High and through Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. So they're going to be coming to us to try and get that understanding. All right. So once the kingdom is established, we're gonna be right. We're gonna be in our righteous state again. All right. Lord, when we're part of the elect, we're gonna have that full capacity of knowledge. All right. So all these other nations are gonna be basically praising us. We're gonna be lowercase g's among these other nations. When I mean lowercase g's, we're gonna be gods among these nations, but with a lowercase g. All right. We're gonna have power amongst all these other nations. All right. This is Isaiah 61:4. And they shall build the old waste, they shall rise up the former desolation, and they shall repair the waste cities, the desolation of many generations. That's right, man. The desolation of many generations. So we're going to have these other heathenistic nations basically rebuilding the kingdom of heaven for us, man. We're going to have them build up the kingdom of heaven, and on top of that, us as a nation, we're gonna bring the earth back to its abundance, man. We're gonna bring the earth back to abundance, because right now the earth is mourning, man. The earth is in a low state, and this is supposed to be our planet, all right? Because Esau right now, he has the earth in a low state. The trees even cry. There's a scripture that talks about that. It's Isaiah 14. This is Isaiah 14:7. All right, it says, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yeah, the fir trees rejoice. All right, so it says they break forth into singing, because once the kingdom is established again, man, everything is going to be at its abundance. The earth is going to be able to live and ferment how it's supposed to, man. The earth is going to be able to grow and continue to lavish as it's supposed to, man. All right, so it says, verse 8, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no filler is saying, since thou art laid down, no filler is come up against us. All right, no filler is come up against us. So what's a filler, man? A filler is something that cuts down trees, man. And that's all that Esau's companies do, man. They constantly use the resources of the planet, overly use the resources of the planet, but the point, the planet basically shrunk, man. Way back then, when the Earth was young, the planet was bigger, man. But over time, of Esau overly using the resources of the planet, and slowly deteriorating the planet, it's shrunk, man. So it says, no filler is come up against us, man. So no filler. No one's gonna come and utterly destroy these nature itself. They're not gonna come up in the forest and constantly cut the trees down for what? For no reason, man. Alright? So it says, I'm gonna go back to Isaiah 61 and verse 5. And strangers shall stand and feed your flocks, and the sons of the alien shall be joined, shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Alright? It says, and strangers shall stand and feed your flocks. Alright? So strangers, these other heathenistic nations that aren't of Israel, those are strangers, man. So it says that strangers are going to stand and feed your flocks. So once the kingdom is established, we're going to have these other nations feeding our cattle, man. We're going to have them taking care of our cattle for us. It says, and they shall, and the sons of the alien, so the offspring of these foreign nations, man, the offspring of these elites foreign nations. It says, shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. Alright, so they're going to be our plowmen or vine dressers. They're going to be taking care of the fields for us. They're going to be in that hardcore labor, man. Alright, so I'm going to actually, I'm going to continue reading this. It says, verse 6, but ye shall be named the priest of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, man, because everything that they built, they're not going to be able to save, man. Everything that they built, we're going to take that away from them and then build on top of that. Matter of fact, yeah, that's right. This is so yeah, and yeah, ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and their glory shall be your boast yourselves. Ye boast yourselves. So we're gonna basically take everything that they once had for ourselves, and then build on top of that, man. It says, verse 7, for your shame you shall have double, man. So our shame, everything that we're going through, everything that we've been going through, we're gonna build double on top of that, man. We're gonna have a lot more than what we can even fathom, man. All right, so we're gonna gain double for going through all this pain and this torture. It says, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore, in their land they shall possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be unto them, man. Because everlasting joy is going to be on top of us, man. The kingdom, it says the kingdom of heaven is going to continue forever and ever. It says verse 8, for I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for burnt offering, and I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. And what it says, for I, the Lord, love judgment, man. He loves judgment, all right? He loves the fact that these oppressors, the ones that continue to oppress the nation of Israel, is going to cast judgment, man. It says, verse 9, and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offspring among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed, man. And who is the seed that the Lord had blessed? The nation of Israel, man. The offspring of Jacob and whatnot, man. So I'm going to Isaiah. This is Isaiah 49 and 22. Thus saith the Lord, power, behold, I will lift up mine hand to the Gentiles, and set up my standard to the people, and they shall bring thy sons in their arms, and the daughters shall be carried upon their shoulders. Verse 23. And the kings shall be their nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face. All right, so we're gonna basically we're gonna have these other nations bow down to us, man. You know, it says they shall bow down to thee with their face toward the earth. All right, so we're gonna have them not even make eye contact with us, man. They're not gonna be allowed to. It says, and lick up the dust of thy feet, man. All right, it says lick up the dust of thy feet, man. They're gonna be kissing our feet, you know. And a lot of Akim already have. Prophecy is coming to pass. You can tell because a lot of Akim already have these other heathenistic nations doing so. It says, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me, man. So those who endure in this truth, you know, what Lord willing, you become part of that elect. You know, Lord willing, we become part of that elect. You know, we're gonna, if as long as you endure into this, you know, that hundredfold is gonna come to you, man. You know, the ownership of these heathenistic nations, all right, being able to own a high place in the kingdom of heaven, all right. It says this is this is Zephaniah 3:19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that hateth thee, and gather her that was driven out. Man, it says, I'm gonna break that down real quick. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee. All right, how is he gonna undo all that afflict thee, man? You see it right now by collapsing their economic system. All right, bringing them back to a low state, which they're supposed to be. It says, and I will save her that hated thee, and gather her that was driven out. All right, it says, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. All right, it says, I will save her that hated thee, and I will gather her that was driven out. All right, he's going to bring the nation of Israel back together, man. He's going to gather us, you know, as a people, as a nation, back together, you know, so we can come together and basically rule over these heathenistic nations once again. It says, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame, man. So all these nations, you know, where they have put us to shame, basically in every one of their homeland, we're gonna be known as fame. They're gonna be praising us, man. They're gonna be bowing down to us because they know that we're the son of the Most High, man. We're the children of the Most High, man. They're gonna know that basically the Most High is dwelling within the midst of Israel, man. It says, at that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you, for I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth. All right, it says he's going to make us a praise among all people of the earth, because these other nations are going to know who the Most High is dealing with, man. These other nations are going to realize that the Most High is only dealing with the nation of Israel to only put these other heathenistic nations in line, man. It says, when I turn back your captivity, I'm going to just go back a little. It says, for I will make you a name and praise among all people of the earth when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Most High. All right, when this captivity is officially done and over with, man. When they're officially done, you know, when all these prophecies come to pass and the kingdom of heaven is officially established, man. you know.